Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review on a bitterly cold autumnal day. We've gone from summer to autumn very quickly. Anyway, today going over to Giltbrook on the Nottinghamshire border to the Blue Monkey Brewery, who around about a year ago launched their craft beer range. Pretty damn tough times to we didn't know last year we were going into a real cost of living crisis. So tough times to launch a craft beer range. And not only that, people's perceptions of breweries is very difficult, I think, for what is like a modern traditional brewery to diversify into craft beer. Some have done it successful. Some have done it and basically knocked it off and gone back to doing what they did originally. Like I say, it's all about changing people's perceptions and building brand as a craft brewery. So this is their newest release, as far as I know anyway. I got it from Adventure Beer. You can also get it directly from Blue Monkey. It's New Zealand Extra Pale. It's a 3.6% beer, so quite a low ABV really. Hops Motueka, Wiwaka, Nelson Savin, and secret selection from the Matia Valley. And obviously brewed and canned over at Blue Monkey, who have got quite the snazzy canning line. And to be fair, it's got a snazzy brewery, really. With 4 pubs, I don't think it's a good time to open pubs at the minute with the current toughness in the pub world. I've just been confirmed to me today they're coming to Robin Hood Beer Festival, which I would have thought they would anyway. You know, they're probably the biggest brewery at the beer festival with regards to the amount of beer they must sell. I mean, I don't know figures. I only see what I see. And I saw last year just how busy the Blue Monkey bar was. Sadly, Navigation Brewery are not going to be there this year. So that is sad. And I know Daniel, the head brewer over at Blue Monkey, was from Navigation. And God knows what's going off there. You know, hopefully nothing too much. So, an orangey looking pour in this light. I will say that in this light. Slight haze on the pour, white head. In the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival glass. Hopefully next year at the Craft Beer Festival, they'll make an attendance. They did make an attendance, albeit via Bustler. Last year, I don't know the politics of beer festivals. I expected them to be there. But the one, I personally think the beer festival needs to be bigger. That's just me. I think Nottingham Craft Beer Festival certainly could warrant a bigger beer festival. It was slightly bigger this year anyway, but I do think we could employ more. We could chuck more breweries in, and But hey, you know, that's not for me. All I am is a beer drinker, and let's get one down. Because again, 11 hours at work, and I'm ready. So lovely tropical zestiness on this. Yeah, a lovely smell to it. Right, let's dive in. Certainly cool, and the weather is freezing outside. I mean, it's not freezing, but when you've been used to the weather we've had, it's like, whoa, that is chilly. And I know that by the temperature in our house. You know, you're thinking, I have to put the heating on in the middle of September. Maybe the fact that the aircon needs to go on just to give the house a little tickle. Oh, that is nice. So, first beer hall for a long while. You know, we've had back-to-back weddings, 2 weddings in the space of 8 weeks in the family, lots of car issues, as I've documented. Still supporting pubs as best as I can. So the one thing that's gone downhill more than anything is my love of beer. Not love of beer, but the beer wall. Because literally, like most people, you know, you have to look where can't, you know, where you're not going to spend money. And I've not been buying beers from breweries. Hence why there's glasses on the beer wall. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. All over the beer wall, in fact. So, yeah. But hopefully, you know, turn a corner. But we've got 2 MOTs coming up too. So, I just dread it. Anyway. Yeah, lovely zestiness on this. Blue Monkey recently doing a bit of a, especially locally to me, the organ grinder pub. Not that I can always get to the pub. I can't always get to a pub. Literally, I'm working late. Yesterday I did 12 hours. Today 11 hours. It's just not always easy to get to a pub. But they've been having quite a few Bateman's Brewery beers in the pub. Did a collab with Bateman's called The Great Escape, and I'm liking that. I'm liking the friendliness, cooperation, shall we say, between breweries, because obviously Bateman's have got quite the landscape of pubs, and I think that Blue Monkey is a good match for Bateman's because of the range of modern traditional beers from Blue Monkey. Whether a lot of them Bateman's pubs would be good for putting craft in, now that's another area. I went to the ones in Lincoln, and they are predominantly very much modern traditional beers rather than craft. I still think 1 or 2 lines of keg craft beer in a pub would be interesting as a guest, and even in the Blue Monkey pubs the same. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to go to Newark. Well, I was hoping to go this week, but yeah, sadly, not a chance. To go and support their beer festival. I may get on Sunday, but you know, you got to pick your moments, haven't you? You know, where you go boozing, and Saturday's our day. And our friends, they're not interested in going to Newark, so it kind of puts the kibosh on certain things. And wife's doing a run as well, half marathon. So again, it just makes it very awkward this weekend. Sometimes things fall at the wrong weekend, don't they? Anyway, yeah, looking forward to so Blue Monkey now. Last year, I thought Blue Monkey Navigation with the big 2 at the Robin Hood Beer Festival. And what happened to Lenton Lane? I can't remember even seeing them last year. They were somewhere around. But yeah, I think Blue Monkey now are going to be the clear winners this year at the Robin Hood Beer Fest. It'd be interesting to see what they bring to the Beer Fest. I'd like Robin Hood, Blue Monkey. I mean, they've all, like most breweries, everything's set in stone a long time before. But I'd love Blue Monkey to actually put on some keg machines and get these keg beers, craft beers, along with a cask as well, because last year it was predominantly cask. But I'd like them to have their own keg bar within and have a load of lines. Get that blooming craft stuff out there. And, you know, get a lot of these people that like their craft, seeing that Blue Monkey has got the keg as well. Last year, I can't remember seeing any keg. I mean, they did have the barrel age releases, plenty of cask beers. That's for sure. Sure. Me personally, hoping to get on Wednesday this year. Somebody has contacted me about a trade ticket. So I may go on the Wednesday. And if I can't get one, I'll go on. I've already bought my tickets for the Friday anyway. And I don't think I'm considered trade. Always the question. It's always the question for me. Is a beer reviewer considered trade? Yes. I'm not a pub. No. I'm not a brewery. But I do kind of promote the world of beer. And all in my own time. I don't actually earn any money off it at all. In that respect. So it's a thing, isn't it? Obviously, some people out there do earn a lot of money off the world of beer reviews, but enough to survive without even going to work. And bloody hell, lucky people. No, I don't. So just that. Yeah, not when you're working 11 and 12-hour days. But anyway, yeah. So it's nice to get back on the beers, new beers from breweries. Do you know how long it's been since I've had some good new beers? It's lovely to look back on a venture beer again and actually buy some bloody beer. Pardon my French. Slight sediment in the bottom of the can. So something to note, sometimes you will get it or not. It doesn't mean anything. It'll settle within a minute or so, or less than a minute, 30 seconds, and that'll be it. It is what it is. You'll find that most cans have it, to be fair. But it's still looking damn decent. Loving the direction where Blue Monkey are going. I certainly think some collabs with other craft breweries would be an interesting thing to get the Blue Monkey name known further afield as a craft beer brewery now. Somebody like vocation. But yeah, there's definitely breweries out there that'd be good to collab with, and it all helps, doesn't it? Getting that brand recognition across. But obviously, I know zilch. I don't work for Blue Monkey or anything like that. So Blue Monkey could be absolutely smashing the craft beer scene, and I won't know a single thing. Just to reiterate that, it's only what I see. And to be honest, maybe these days I'm not seeing as much because I'm so busy. But sometimes I rattle on and then I forget my place. And So it's light, it's easy drinking, certainly tropical. There's a zestiness to it. Like I said, that sediment's already disappeared. So, it is what it is. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's the world of beer. Oh. And obviously, the lower ABV, this blooming government, and don't think it's just this government, it'll be all future governments, this thing about wanting people to drink less. The more that somebody tells me to drink less, the more I will not be told what to do. I'm not being told what to do by anyone. Yeah, unless it's the wife, for a point, and I'll agree to a point at least. So, but in any case, that is a lovely beer. Would I drink it again? Yes, I'd love to have it on keg somewhere. Maybe at Robin Hood Beer Festival. You never know. Maybe that's already a plan. I might get a message saying, we've already thought about that. And yeah. Again, I'd like to thank Blue Monkey Brewery. If anybody's actually watching this far in, you never know, because people turn off about 2 minutes and I've had enough, turn off. But anyway, I'd like to thank Blue Monkey Brewery for the very, very kind gesture towards my wedding. I literally went to the brewery that day to go and buy the beers, and I expect nothing for free. You know, I understand, like everybody else is going through tough times, people, breweries, you know. I see friends in the brewery trade, you know, and it does sadden me. And, you know, I work extra hours, and literally, because of beer reviews and because of trying to socialise a little bit as well, that we're putting the money we can back into the beer world. And so we're doing our little bit. I never used to go drinking that much, actually. I never used to go to a pub once a week. Literally months, sometimes months before I'd go to a pub. So I'm actually going to a pub now in the last year and a half, since we found new friends, more than we've ever done. So we, as a wife and husband, are actually going to the pubs more than we've ever been. And you know, if everyone did the same, the pubs would probably stay alive a bit longer. Sad times. Out of 5, then, blooming out, can I rattle? Out of 5, for me, good 4.4 out of 5. A very nice New Zealand craft beer. Lovely tropical flavours, like I said, and it's worth a try. So, like I've said before, if you've got a craft beer pub and you like the sound of this, say to them, can you get Blue Monkey on keg? I don't know if they do or don't do it, so I can't go any further than that. But otherwise, from can, Adventure Beer or Blue Monkey Direct. And that's it for this review. Thank you for watching. See you soon.